All right, secret record. Oh, wait, hold on. I've got to get Chill Hop started. Secret recording where we'll have to just deal with the fact that I've not gotten everything ready. I've forgotten how to stream, you know? How do I stream? I haven't done it for years. Years is not true, but it certainly has been a while. Let's see. Chill Hop, there we go. Turn it down slightly, put on the shuffle. Make sure that's a-okay. I think we're good. We'll start streaming. Where we'll be, I don't know I'm saying this yet. I'm not even live yet. I should probably wait until people actually start getting in here before I say what we're saying. I'll do it in the Discord notification. Move my computer monitors ready to draw. But basically we're just doing drawing today. Okay. There we go. Everything's in the proper place. But yes, we are, I mean, I haven't streamed at all this month. The month is almost over, so I've been doing a real bad job of doing so. Oh, someone posted memes and everything. Look at this. I'm sorry, I've got to react to videos. I don't check the DeerDarling Discord nearly enough. Boom, beautiful. Yes, so we'll have drawing times question mark. Because I don't know how long we'll be doing drawing for. Oh, I forgot to put it in today's itinerary part. So out of practice I am. What am I doing? Everything's going horribly wrong. Well, not really, but that's a bit melodramatic. But yeah, we are going to be just drawing the next month's thumbnail art for now. Which, why is Chill Hop like this? Chill Hop has a pop-up. There we go. Oh, you can't see it. So I can't remember how to do anything. There we go. Oh, I don't even have studio mode on. That's how out of practice I am. But yes, I'm just going to be drawing this entire thing. This is like the catch-up stream to actually finish off a thumbnail art. It's almost, you know, a shame that I didn't stream much this month. Honestly, the honest answer is I've just been like pretty darn busy. Which not left like a lot of time to do catch-up streams. And then like on the weekend itself, it's like, you know, I've got other stuff I'd have to be doing, fortunately, I suppose. Which is just not left a lot of time to stream this month. So that's why we're streaming today instead, and we're doing a catch-up stream. Usually it's averages about 4 hours each drawing session for the thumbnail art, because four streams a week, 1 hour each week is the ideal ratio, but we've not been able to do that this month because I've not, you know, been here to stream. So no one's actually here, so this is, I guess, for everyone who's going to tune in with the recording. Well, people aren't here, I don't know. I am going to do one of the stream concepts, one of the thumbnail art concepts I wanted to do a while back but couldn't do because it would take far too little time that it felt disproportionate with 4 hours, as in it felt like something I could probably do in a couple of hours instead. So that's what we're going to do, and that concept is the makeup, the fashion makeup concept, because it has essentially no background whatsoever. It's a profile like bust close-up, which makes it significantly easier to do, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow, so I'm going to hedge on the fact that I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow, and we are going to do a simple-ish thumbnail art instead. So I've kind of like already thought about it, and people may pop in, pop out. Is it very April themed? No, but I think we're kind of past the seasonal themes necessarily anymore, apart from the big ones, you know, like winter's always, or December's always going to be something wintry or Christmassy, and I guess spring related is not a bad idea. Oh, but the question is essentially how we are going to draw this pose. Now there's a few ideas. I initially was going to do this pose and then have her hand like here and have her snout be up here, but I don't think you would actually be able to see a lot of her face if this is meant to be like an eyeshadow. advert, and honestly it probably should be even more zoomed in than this. So it'd be something like this. Because whatever pose I end up doing, you need to actually be able to see both her eyes. This kind of makes it look like she's just looking up into the sky, which is totally fine, but... And then we'd have like a fake makeup brand here or whatever. The alternative one, which I actually think I like a little bit better, because I think at least we sacrifice looking at one of the eyes to basically have a big focus on the other eye, is we sort of have a pose like this. I'm not exactly sure how I'd want to do the ears, mate. But yes, you end up not being able to see this eye particularly well, but this eye is kind of like the focus instead. And I think that looks a bit better because then the snout doesn't block half the face as well. And then we can do the nice sort of pose here. I'm just trying to figure it out. Something like this, and then like the hand can come in. Like this or something. I actually quite like this. I'm kind of vibing it. I don't exactly know the aesthetic we're going to go with, but that's a great thing about doing this sort of makeup brand style advert, is the fact that since it's so zoomed in, it's a lot easier to add more details like this. I mean, I don't know, I guess we'll do like rose petals. I don't know, because I think I want a blue, green, purple sort of colour aesthetic, but we'll figure it out. So okay, I think that's what we'll go with. Sorry, that one. And then this one, I don't know. I'd have like a heart-shaped makeup palette here or something. Okay, nice. So let's do the rough sketch, because the overall goal of this stream is to finish it today. Finish the entire thumbnail up, because as I said, I don't know if I'll be able to stream tomorrow. My initial idea was I was going to stream, well, I wanted to stream on Friday, but then I didn't because I got too busy in the evening. But I was going to stream Blueprints, which is a game I've been recommended multiple times now by multiple different people. So I'm like, I absolutely have to play it now if multiple people are telling me to play this game. Gosh, how do I draw again? So it's like this. Yes, and then have it come out like this. This might be a bit too far forward, but we'll see. Actually, I think the snout's probably too big. So like this. Start with simple shapes. That's how you draw. This is definitely skewed up too high compared to where it would usually be, I think. It's also a bit too wide. But yeah. Anyway, what should I talk about today? I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about conversational things to, while we sort of wait for people. If they do come or if they don't come, I don't really know. To be honest, I had noticed that people have been following me despite the fact I've not even been streaming, which I think is a very flattering thing. Like, I've not even been here. Yet there's some people who are just like, you know, I'm willing to wait to see when. So thank you for that. Little do you know about the times I end up streaming being so inconsistent that who even knows what's going on. And for that I can only apologise. Okay. This seems about right. So I was trying to figure out the construction of a head, that's why it looks so weird. If anything, I do think the head is probably, or maybe it's the snout looks a bit too small in comparison. We want it like this, we probably want it a bit thinner at the end, but... And maybe a little bit shorter. Okay, ear. This is switched to a different brush entirely, there you go. Everything's very thick. Thick brush at the moment. This head's probably a bit big. It's a bit difficult because I'm not very used to drawing such a massive head. So it's sort of about figuring it out really. What the proportion should be. I don't even know if this is the eye placement I want, but make sure we keep the eye shape. This I think is probably a bit too high up. I actually think it's probably a bit too far out now. And then we draw the nose here. Okay, okay. Sort of coming along. I mean, it's very early days. It's a bit hard to say. I think maybe the snout is a bit off. Maybe this is a bit off as well. Does that look right? It doesn't look quite right. I can't tell exactly. I think this eye is too high up. Maybe. Yes, I think this brow ridge is probably too high up. And we want the sort of the eyelid folds and the eyebrows. Okay, I think that looks about right. I think maybe if anything, this head needs to sort of come in a bit. And then I think it needs to sort of narrow up a tiny amount. I don't think we're good. I think that's the kind of size you want. So yeah. And the reason I didn't want to do this concept, actually, is one, it would be way faster, I think, than 4 hours to finish it, because there's no complicated thing. But also, I have a feeling that, not of a feeling, one of my favourite parts is designing the outfit that Dee ends up wearing. But unfortunately with this, you don't actually see, like, any of her outfit. It's all just sort of hidden away. Kind of off camera. I'm trying to think. I want her shoulder to be like here. I want to do the thing where the models always make look really good, is despite the fact we have like this sort of slouch back pose, it somehow looks amazing somehow every time. I think we can really accentuate her neck here as well. These are meant to have quite long necks, right? And then we can have her hand here or something. You know, like this. Wait, let me think. One hand goes across and the other goes up to probably her lips, right? Or goes across like this. Does that even make sense? No, actually, maybe we don't have this hand here. Let's have it going across like that. Or maybe we want it across like this. I'm trying to think. Okay, so this is her arm. Although you wouldn't see this part of it, right? I'm trying to think how do you draw this exact pose? It'd probably be like this, right? That's probably a bit too much. Maybe this hand goes here, and then this other hand. I know what I want to draw, but I don't know how to do it. So I need to do this pose in real life to actually figure this out. You can't see it, obviously, but she had a long snout, it'd be like this. Okay, I think I can see it. We'll just sort of bring it up for a moment, just so I have more space to work with, and so I can actually see the rest of our arm, even though this is gonna be off camera soon enough. But I want it to like sort of be like this, kind of like the thinker pose, but not quite the same. I do have some references up on the other monitor which are very helpful. Here's one I found earlier, sort of thing. Now, how do we make his arm shape look natural? Is we're going to have to find the midway point. It's going to be quite an sheer angle, so I think if we do it that far, we should probably turn it slightly, so it's like this. So then the arm can come down a bit more naturally. This bar will come across here, to be like this, to be like that. Okay, I think that works. And then this arm will come down like this, and it will essentially be a sort of curled back thing. But you won't see most of it. It will just be like this instead. Hello, Radian. What's the theme? The overall motivation is something that I can do relatively quickly. So we're having a big sort of zoom in. And the theme will be makeup, I think, in this one. And chosen very much because all the adverts are always like close-ups of a model's face. So I don't have to draw an entire thing, and the backgrounds are often very minimal. It's my repentance for... not repentance, but it's the consequence of not streaming very often. And it was a concept I very much wanted to do, but I was like, it doesn't make sense for the stream thumbnail art, because I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's something which would not take 4 hours to do. But we don't have 4 hours this time. We have as long as we have. So it's a perfect time to do a simpler concept. Now I don't know exactly what outfit or what I have going on. But we'll do like, actually I don't like this thumb position, because it kind of looks like she's like picking at her lips or something, which is not what I meant. Actually, I think a snout should probably be a bit more extreme. And then we have it come down and immediately fin off. Beautiful. Now, I don't know what she's going to be wearing, but we can figure it out. Something like that looks pretty good. I think the eye probably needs to move over just a little bit. And then that comes across like this. Okay, there we go. That's probably good for a rough sketch. I don't know what we're going to do with the advert. I think if we want to make it look actually like a proper sort of makeup advert, we'd have like a... Actually, that was not how it would work. It would be like it would be on a... I'm trying to think. Because I'm going to be honest, I haven't really seen these makeup adverts anymore. Like, these are things I remember from growing up. On the way to like a shopping centre, like where I grew up, there was always be like part of a street, not part of a street, but there was like a series of like roundabouts into a street which had like a ridiculous amount of billboards on, and it was always just like a close-up of like a woman, she's like holding her face, and there's like lipstick, she's got bright ruby red lips or something. Kind of, that's what sticks in my memory. The way we could do something like this. Give it a bit of depth as well. Maybe it can be like a special 2-in-1. You got that. Let's get the lipstick as well in here. Something like that. And then we'll have like a tagline or whatever. Okay, nice. The great thing about this sort of thing is we can solidify the concept even later on. It doesn't even matter at the moment exactly how things are going to go. The only thing I have said thus far is I do think I want it to be bluish pink, bluish, purplish, greenish, cooler colours, you know? Because I feel like I've done a lot of very warm colours with D. Let's do something a bit cooler. Okay. Yes, what was I talking about? I don't even remember what I was talking about. Probably wasn't anything interesting. What can we talk about now, though? It's a great question. Don't have an answer at the moment. I haven't streamed since Easter, right? Yeah. I don't think I've had really talked much about the Easter chocolates. I left my Easter chocolates downstairs. I completely forgot about it. I saw it this morning and I was like, oh yes, my chocolate bunny. And then I forgot to bring it up. So unfortunately the chocolate bunny sits alone on a random table downstairs. Yet to be devoured by me. But will probably slowly be consumed over the course of 5 months, 6 months, I don't know. Whatever ends up feeling correct. So this is a weird thing because the eyeshadow shape is actually probably going to determine the crease of the eye here. Also, it's like this. And then we want super feathery. Whatchamacallit? Eyelashes. Some nice falsies in. Some very heavy falsies. Or something. These are huge. I think our eye might be too high up, but we'll see. For now, we'll keep it there. Maybe this eye's too low down. Maybe it's a bit of both. It's a best of both worlds. In the infamous words of Hannah Montana. But what can I talk about? I'm not really sure. I feel like nothing crazy's been happening. I've just been busy. Like family stuff, so it's not like anything crazy. Let's bring this down a bit as well. That's probably a bit too high, but it's also probably a bit angular. Let's soften it out a bit as well. Okay, let's put this down here. Nice, lovely, lovely. Okay. I think that kind of works. I think I need to bring this up to compensate as well. I think this is actually still too high up now I'm looking at it. I'm seeing, does that make sense? That's sort of, we're sort of bringing everything down a little bit. So this is the eye. That kind of lines up. Probably the eyebrow needs to come down a lot more. Perfectly manicured eyebrows. Wait, did I say manicured? Perfectly styled eyebrows. Can't really manicure an eyebrow, I suppose, by lack of, well, hands on the eyebrow. Like it's not quite even. Not that I really style my eyebrows all too much. I'm gonna be honest, way too much effort. And my eyebrows are sparse. Non-existent. So very drawn in anyway. Okay. Have the eye come like this. Okay, that's getting pretty good. And this, have a sort of flip it around. Does it look balanced? I think this eye is too far out, is what I'm noticing. Yeah, okay, I think that looks pretty good. What should we talk about? I feel like there's not much to say. Oh, I forgot to talk about Little Gator Game yesterday. And one of the, I have to do that today. One of the Animal Crossing videos needs to be about me talking about Little Gator Game because I forgot I finished that game. And it's a great game, had a wonderful time with it. I've not yet started recording the next series, although I do know what it's going to be. and I'm reasonably excited for it because I've heard good things about it. Well, I've heard mixed things about it, but I've heard good things about it, and the good things that I've heard about it, I'm like, that appeals to me. Okay, so we'll go like this. Probably actually we're going to sort of cheat the model a little bit, make her, it is very sort of sleek and slender, fit that very sort of elegant theme. Probably a little bit bigger as well. Accentuate. Lie. This image has been photoshopped. Okay, that's probably too round, otherwise it looks like she's looking down. You didn't talk about our D&D session, SMH. Did I not? I apologise if I didn't. Seems cute, it's on my wish list. So I haven't watched a little Gator game one. That's totally fair. I think you would like it. I think it's very nice. It's very comfy. It's cozy. It's sweet. It's rife full of characters if you want to practice doing voices. It's always the best part, is making up about a gazillion different voices and then forgetting them when you run into them again. Okay. Do you think this head is probably a bit too high up? Not too much, but just a little bit. Okay, bring that neck down. Bring that back round. Have a sort of vague shape of the shoulders here. Yeah, I forgot my Spiritfarer ones. Which old lady voice did I use? I don't know if I can remember my Spiritfarer ones either, but luckily that is... I probably won't need to remember them, hopefully. And someone stops me on the street. Quick, what voice did you use for Gustav? Ah, I don't remember. I'm making a Final Fantasy XIV character. Oh, cool! I played Warframe for like 3 days straight and now decided the gameplay is boring, unfortunately. That is the thing I have heard with Warframe. I did try it once, like ages ago. But the thing which sort of turned me off from it is the fact that apparently it is a very, very grindy game. What voice did you use for Astrid? I think it was a slightly deeper American voice, is my guess. Like, rise up for the people. I can't stand to see the factory workers in such conditions. Actually, that was quite British, but I can't stand to see the factory workers. I don't remember. I was told the community was lovely and was treated very, very friendly, but it's like you just kill everything easily. Yeah. I don't really have much else to say to it, because honestly, I did not stick with Warframe for very long, so I don't really remember it very well. But I did. I heard the customization is a very fun element, and I think the concept of the characters are very cool. But yeah, I just heard it's a huge, huge, huge grind fest. Maybe we should have her not smiling, so she looks even more serious. But I'm glad the community was nice. It was repetitive missions. I do remember I played with some friends, and then eventually it just got to basically who could speedrun the mission the fastest rather than actually doing any of the mission part. Which may be a testament to maybe it was a bit uninteresting, or that's whatever it devolved into. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame if it didn't quite click. But hopefully Final Fantasy, people just run to the end. Hopefully Final Fantasy 14 at least will be something interesting. Final Fantasy 14 I think is a genuinely cool looking MMO RPG. Seems like it'd be a lot of fun. Just it suffers from the fact that it's an MMORPG, which requires a lot of time investment. But I hope you friends did also speedrun ESA. That's true. Okay, let's put this here. People like to go at their own different paces, unfortunately. Some fast, some slow. There's 2 animal people variants. Yes, there's like the hares, right? Where the humans with the rabbit ears, and then there's like the Leonin race. I can't remember the other one. Hello, Cyborg. Happy to see you streaming again. I'm happy to see you in chat as well. Let's all be happy to see each other. Yes, I apologise. I've not streamed at all for this month. Things have just been like busy, so I've not really had enough time. And then the times I did have, I was like, ugh. It takes energy to stream, and sometimes it's just like I don't have the energy for it today. I've got too many of the small things. Yeah, I like rabbits. There's a cat ear one and lion one. Oh, I forgot about the cat one. The lion one I thought was pretty cool, but you can only make male characters, if I recall of it. I'm not exactly sure why, but who knows? No, best female. Really? Oh! Then I have been misinformed. Or that is something which wasn't in place when I looked, which was probably like 5 years ago. Gonna second screen for start playing Expedition 33. Go for it. I'm second screen content. I fully embrace that. I also have no idea what Expedition 33 is. Hold on, let me Google that real quick. And also let me look up the Final Fantasy 14 races. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Ah. I have no idea what this is. This is a very pretty looking game. That is a horrifyingly creepy child on this launch trailer. Thumbnail art. Prof guy. Yeah, that sounds right. I had no idea that you can... Because what I recall, at least, which I thought was a bit of a shame, was that some of the races were like locked behind certain gender presentations, which I thought was a real shame. But if they've changed that, then hey, is it time? Oh, female Hrothgar were added with a release of Dawn Trail, which is July 2024. Okay, so it's about a year ago. You're gonna come play it? Maybe. We'll see. Like, I'm gonna be real. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough time to be able to play and commit to MMORPG, but I'd like to at least try it. You know, give it a shot. It seems like it'll be a fun time. It's a French JRPG. Ah, it's very pretty. Let us know how it is. Reject gacha, embrace MMORPG. Yes, embrace MMORPG with gacha elements instead. Maybe. We'll see. Certainly I'd like to give it a try, but I will give no promises about long-scale commitments to the game or anything like that. Same time sink. I'm not sure I want a big time sink. The good thing about the gacha games is the time sink element most of the time is actually quite small. Just started. Seems really good, but pretty hard. I wish you the best of luck in your journey. I hope it's a wonderful, beautiful time. Okay. I think this is like basically the sketch done. I don't have my OBS open up anymore. I need like a 4th monitor, which is crazy to say. I think that's probably okay. And then I guess we'll have a separate layer for the clothes. But honestly, she could probably just like not be wearing clothes. That is just kind of like a very fashion thing to do. Or very simple clothes maybe. How about that? I don't know. I need to like fashion adverts, because I swear half the time you don't see any of it. So if anything, I think we should go with hair accessories. Okay, now we need to actually define an aesthetic of what's going on. So obviously we're gonna have quite big eyeshadow. I think we don't want a natural look here. We want big. We want over the top. So I'm thinking we're gonna have like a strong streak of purple here. Oh, why don't we go with a peacock thematic? That'd be really cool. Sorry, and what have you been saying? I'm gonna go for the hair, people, is what caught me first. Absolutely. Okay, the female version, it is so different, but the Hrothgar both look cool. Okay, they look pretty cool. I can jive with that. I'm going for a male Vieira, maybe. Ooh, peacock makeup could be cool. Yes, let's get on board with a peacock look. So we're going for very big, ostentatious even. So while the crease is here, or the eyeshadow, we're going to have the eyeshadow probably come out even further. We'll have it blend all the way up to the eyebrow. Is that crazy? We'll have it blend up to the eyebrow. We can't really display that in a sketch, so I guess we'll do it like this. You won't be able to see it very well on this side, so it'll be up to this one to sell it. Or we have the strong. We might go for white, or we might go for black or something. Inner eyeshadow thing here. And then we'll have a gradient, I think, from that sort of bluish green all the way over. Obviously, she needs to have some sort of lipstick on if we're going to advertise lipstick. Although it never really makes sense to me how Anthro characters are meant to really wear the lipsticks without making it look too uncanny, you know? It's always very subtle. Okay, something like this. Yeah, our fluffy lips. Actually, I think makeup in general will be very difficult for anthropomorphic characters. Like, obviously, it works very well with us with skins. If you had scales, I think I can see it translating across as well. But with fur, I'm going to look past the fact that they'll probably have some sort of powdery like product to be able to actually stick to the fur. But surely, like, the way you brush your fur is going to affect how it looks on the fur. You know, the texture of it is like a really big part, which is going to be difficult, I think. But also at the same time, it probably gives new opportunities, because you could have like a very sort of faded out, unbrushed looking makeup look, or you could have something else entirely. Okay, peacocks. I need to look up like a picture of a peacock now. It has a really unique vision. I can't even see what a whole concept of a story. It's fascinating. Yes, about. I'm gonna remember. Expedition 33. Claire something. Expedition 33. Who made it? Like, what other games did they make? Sandfall Interactive. What else do they make? Here we are. Expedition 33. Oh, is this our first game? Cool. Shadowbringers is required to pick Vieira. Oh yeah, I guess you probably need expansions for later stuff. New studio, ex-Ubisoft people. Ah, okay. That's pretty cool. I'm on a 30-day free trial. Oh, well, perfect opportunities. I am thinking I want like a crown of, I don't even know how it's going to work necessarily. Well, first thing, do we even want clothes here? If we do, I think we want it rather minimal. I don't know why I did it so far to the side when it should probably be about here. Where we have the peacock eyes like this. I think we can still keep with a sort of a tasteful nudity. Or just have like the peacock feathers brushing out over here. Almost like she's carrying a bundle of peacock feathers. I would say everything is so eerie but beautiful in that game. I love it. Now I don't want to overload everything with peacock feathers. So I'm just sort of trying to think what would complement it pretty well. Maybe like a teardrop shape or something. Because I'm like, what earrings should we put down, you know? Can have like a... I think as it is, it's fine. Yeah. I don't want any more of the outfit. I want just like accessories. I think maybe like a... Yeah, a teardrop. I was thinking because it feels so sort of like swoopy in a way. What if we have like a chain of like little teardrop earrings coming off of it? That's a cool thing, you know. That's what I love about the combination of anthropomorphic characters in fashion, is you can have these really interesting ideas for. This does not follow gravity, but imagine it did follow gravity. Like, with such a large ear, you can have much easier these sort of chains and go back and forth. I know you can have it on a human ear as well, but I'm certainly not brave enough for. Well, actually, the honest answer is I think really heavy earrings are, as much as I love them aesthetically, I hate wearing them. They hurt too much to wear for too long a time. But okay, let's do the teardrop shape, because that sort of matches a peacock. Peacock eye feather sort of thing. So something like that. You have 15 ear piercings. Your ear piercings are cool, though. if it was like all the earrings I had were like as light as a feather or something, possibly I'd get more. I don't know, actually. I'd certainly probably get more than just the basic lobe. But I'm like, I love the big hoop earrings, not the ones which go into the earlobe, but the ones which dangle down. I also thought that was Vodian who said that. That's Valspec. I didn't even realise you were sorry. You have exactly the same name colour in my text. I have no idea what your earrings look like, Valspec, but I'm sure they are very, very cool. Sorry, I'm being outed. I don't actually look at the name of whoever wrote the thing. I look at the colour and I'm like, oh, that's that person. I like ones you can hang on stretches. Yeah, I really like the big like ostentatious, I suppose, earrings. But I hate wearing them. Get out of here, Streambot advertiser. Delete this message. We're talking about earrings, okay? Yeah, I don't want to stretch it. It's too much. Because I bought some like big hoop earrings and I love the look of like, it's a very simple one. They're just like very simple metal, like big hoops. And I wore them out once, and then just like the end of the night out, like my ears were just like, this hurts so much. I'm never wearing the big ones like this again. I kind of want something on here as well. Hold on, maybe we can... I want something here as well on this ear, but I'm not exactly sure what. I'm sort of just trying to think. Maybe, hold on, maybe we can do this, and we can have like a... Instead of it all being the same, why don't we have like a range of teardrops as well? Maybe this is okay. I lied, it's 14 ear piercings and 2 nose piercings, most of which are covered by my hair. 14? I guess it's spread across both ears, that makes a lot more sense. I was imagining 14 on one ear, and I was like, is there enough space on an ear to do that? I guess there probably is. I'm not an expert in ear piercings, mind you, so certainly you'd have to forgive my ignorance when it comes to it. That's cool, though. Well, what piercings do you have? Are you looking to get more? Or is that enough? What type of ear piercings even are there? I know there's like... I mean, I only have a simple lobe piercing, so... I'm very normie, I suppose, when it comes to... what ear piercings I have. And I only really pierced my ears very recently. Like within... It was on my birthday, I think, a year ago. No, 2 years ago? I don't remember now. Actually, I don't want this one here. I think it's making it too busy. I feel like something should go here, but I don't know what. Also, how long have I been going for? 43 minutes. Okay. We're probably doing it all right time-wise. Is that okay? Just for something? I feel like she should be holding something. Maybe that's why. Maybe we don't need something over here. Maybe she should just be holding. What do peacocks eat? What is something peacock related which is not a peacock feather? Peacock diet. Fruits, berries, or grains. Okay, I think I like a berry. Makes a lot of sense. I'm missing moving the anchor point. I want an industrial. You got a root piercing. This time I have like 3 low piercings on each. A tragus one, 3 helixes on one, 4 helixes on the other, septum, nostril. Still want to get my lips pierced and maybe something else, but I don't know yet. Ooh. I get my brow and ear done at the same time. You had it in school? Your school allowed them? Our school had a strict no piercings policy. I get my hair. No, we didn't. Okay, fair enough. I might get my brow and ear done at the same time, just to have healing over with. Nice. I think you'll look great. And now I also need to look up like a piercing chart because I have no idea what half those piercings are. Last pack. Ear piercing chart. Okay, let's have a look. 3 helix. Okay, helixes are ones that like that. That's industrial. That's a rook. What is tragus? Tragus one. Tragus? Okay, well these 2 diagrams have different labels of them. Oh no, wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong part. Okay, I see. So it's on that a little bit. Industrial. Forward helix, dive, tragus lobe, upper lobe, orbital conch, transverse lobe. I don't know what I would get if I wanted to get another ear piercing. I feel like I would be very boring. I would just get like a lobe and an upper lobe one. I do kind of like the look of some helix ones though. People have different ear shapes sometimes. Some people can't have industrial. Wasn't industrial is the bar that goes through. What means? Oh, I guess you would need like one of the ears which sort of have a cover that hook round. I've got those that ears. Wait, can I even have one? Let me think. I think this part of my ear would get in the way. Because I think I don't know the parts of the ear, but I think my inner part of the ear would be in the exact route of where the industrial one should go. And just some places reject for different people. I couldn't get an industrial because my ear was too small. Oh. One of my ears I have 3 vertical helixes with spikes in. I got all done at once. It was horrible, but they look so cool. Oh my gosh. That, I mean, it sounds cool. I can imagine it. It sounds absolutely brittle. Okay, refine sketch. Let us get this eyeshadow palette in. Let's just Google our eyeshadow palette. Eyeshadow palette. I hit caps lock instead of A. Advert. I want to see how they pose it. Yeah, like this Maybelline. Why would you pose it that way round? What on earth? She's holding the box on that one. You can't even see the colours in it. Eyeshadow advert? Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Oh, they're not even open in most of these boxes. They're closed. Oh no, this one's open. Okay. The angle is very high up on the box, actually, which makes sense because otherwise you can't see the inside of it. So the angle's kind of like this. I don't know if I want one that big. Maybe we'll, because I do want to stick with a square shape. And honestly, I think most of the time it has the lid on. So I think we can... I just hope it doesn't look less dynamic if I do this. I guess it gives it a nice sort of diamond shape. Maybe we should make it a teardrop shape, seeing as we got that sort of going on as a theme. It's called like peacock tears or something. I don't know. What has been going on in the chat? Hello, James is here. Sorry, I hope I've not been missing things. That's such a cute waving thing. Hello there. Another deer in chat. I think I've had to get more than my lobe done from it. Yeah, I'd planned the jewelry pieces out. I think it makes sense. I've seen very beautiful constellation or space themed ones. Oh my gosh, a constellation themed thing on your ear would be... That would go so crazy. Like, I'm not into astrology or anything like that, but if you could get like your horoscope linked up between the different piercings you have in your ear, that sounds incredible. Unless you're like an Aries or something, and then I guess it'd be very boring. But if you're like Sagittarius, that would go so hard. Oh my god, I love that conceptually. I would never do it, but I love that conceptually so much. Scorpio, I don't remember what Scorpio's constellation looks like. I think it looks kind of cool, right? I'm gonna guess it looks like... Doesn't it look like... It's like long or something. Like, because it has a scorpion tail. I think it's like that or something. Some of them are pretty crazy though. Because, like, okay, Aries one, I'm pretty sure is just like this. I'm Virgo. I don't remember what Virgo's one is. Sagittarius' one is crazy though. We love that. Celestial themed piercings. Okay, and then we'd want a big sort of outer frame for it, because that's what all the eyeshadow palettes have. And I'll have it... See, in reality, the eyeshadow palette will probably be divided like this, because they just want to use squares, but we can do something crazy, I think. We can have it be like an avocado. Actually, I'm not even sure if that's going to work. Maybe I'm weighing up what would be like something plausible and what would be something that looks cool. We'll just do this for now, and then we'll figure out if we want to do something else later. I do want to angle it slightly to the side though, because otherwise I feel like this will have no depth whatsoever. So we're at least going to give it a little bit. So it's like slightly rotated to the side. The hinge can go over here. Okay, wonderful. Get rid of that thumbnail. We can get rid of D for the moment. The lipstick, I think I'll probably draw the other way around, so it doesn't feel like it's facing away from the entire composition. Use orbital rook piercings to be like a planet. It's goals. Oh my god. You should absolutely get that. That sounds so cool. Okay. Lipstick. Like that. And we want to make it feel like it's a set together, so we'll probably do it like this. Make them overlap. It's gonna muddy the silhouette a little bit, but it's gonna make it feel, I think, a bit more cohesive. Maybe that's a bit too big. Maybe we'll do it like this, and then we'll put... Actually, over here is where we should put the date. We can put April 2024 over here. Have it actually fit in quite cohesively. Okay, goals. Wonderful. We love that. Sketch folder over here. Let's get started on the line art. I think we'll do quite thin line art for this one. It doesn't seem like something which warrants thick line art. I could even do lineless, but I don't think I want to be honest. Do we want a grainy line art or do I want a smooth line art? What if I use a brush, a calligraphy brush? Let's go absolutely mental, why not? Maybe not that one, I think that was a bit Too disconnected. Yeah, I wonder what Dee's piercing map is. She has at least 3 with that piece. Because so many wild piercing with deer is. That's a very interesting idea. I don't know what Dee herself would choose to have. Okay, this brush is actually going to be a pain to work with because you're not meant to use it this small. So it doesn't actually draw if you don't put enough pressure on. Okay, I think this one's a bit better. I did Linus on some of my most recent drawings and it's honestly more fun than I thought. Awesome! Love that for you. I think Linus can be a lot of fun, but I also think that drawing lined art is very much my comfort. So it's, you know, that's what I end up going to most of the time. I'm trying to think. Like, a thought, like, what would Dee have? My initial thought is that she would be... Dee is super basic. She would probably have... Actually, now I think about it, like, the 2D model itself already has, like... I was going to say that she would just be super basic and just have, like, the equivalent of lobe piercings. But she's already got, like, 2 helix styles. Like, I guess you can only... I mean, I guess there isn't a lobe on a deer here, now I think about it. So maybe helix would just be the default for animal ears, to be honest. But the thought I had was, like, I feel like Dee would absolutely be a poser. She would have, like, the basic ones, but then all the other ones... Not a poser, that's probably the wrong way to say it. She would totally be like, oh yeah, I'd have loads of piercings, but then she would actually just have, like, clip-on piercings or something. But she would, like, pretend they're real. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. She'd probably have... I think she'd probably have the ones you see in the model. Right now, she'd probably have a couple of, like, helix locations, and that'll be it. I think she'd think it would hurt too much to get the other ones. We talk about even why I don't like her. Why is she opposed to Airhead? You started this. Your hands are not clean of shaping her public perception. No, I just feel like she is, to use millennial slang, she is basic. Yeah, you. Saying she looks like she would bully me in school or whatever. Iconic line, but also very funny. But yeah, to use like no terms, I think she'd be very basic. You know, would she be on the UGG train? Yes, she'd be on the UGG train. She would like Starbucks. She would... She would very much be the type to try and be trendy. I think earnestly so as well, probably. She would believe me at school. Stop. She's not a bully. It is one of the funniest lines. I like it. It's I don't know. It's just such an off the cuff like insult, and the thing is, I can absolutely see why you said it. She loves that. She loves Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo. Those are Charlie XCX. I need one more. Chappelle Rowan. Those are the top 5 in her Spotify Wrapped. She went to Coachella. So I guess she would probably have very basic likes, but she would, you know, I think she'd be like a party girl. I can certainly see that. Extroverted. I feel like going to Coachella is kind of wild. Is it? Fair enough. I mean, I say is it. It's not like I've been to Coachella. I think she would go to Coachella though. I think it's like her. I think I can see her doing it. music festivals. What else would she do? She would absolutely be very active on Instagram, constantly uploading to her stories. She would take like these artsy aesthetic shots of like the coffee she had that morning. All I know is that, oh, what is his name? The sister bestie guy went there. The sister bestie guy. The sister bestie guy. What does that mean? James Charles. Oh, that's who you mean. Yeah, I mean, he did, I think. I don't know how many years he went, but like when he was actually in the public consciousness. Again, like one of his outfits, people were just like, what the heck is he wearing? That's all I remember. And then a friend had a birthday party, which was festival themed. I think, not making fun of, but like in the same vein of that style of Rose drama. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're not gonna get into drama. We're not a drama channel or anything like that. But there's certainly been a lot which I feel like has followed him. And that is, I'll leave it at that. I hear Coachella and I just think drama is what I'm saying. What? I didn't even know it was a music festival. I thought it was a fashion. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? That's crazy. Well, it's not crazy. I mean, everyone learns something at some point, right? You were one of the lucky 10,000 on that day. I think I'm going to do a very tiny chain. I was thinking of doing, like, a full big chain, but I'm like, no, that's going to be an absolute nightmare to draw in. So instead, we'll just do a lot of tiny circles instead, which is somehow less of a nightmare. Actually, because I think that's going to change your vibe, I think I'm just going to draw a line to represent the chain. Because I want it to be one of those like super, super tiny chains. You know, the ones with a very, very itty bitty star metals on it. Okay, we'll do this, then a line here. I thought it was a fashion thing. Maybe you're thinking Paris, not Paris Fashion Week. What is that? The Met Gala. I mean, Coachella, Met Gala. I think they're kind of similar naming schemes. I was going to make my Pathfinder character in Final Fantasy XIV, but make him too pretty so he can be someone else. Ah, yes, didn't you had your Pathfinder session 0, right? Did you make your character? What is your character? Tell me all about it. Yeah, we all got our characters. Amazing. What are you playing? Did you go with the animated and animate object in the end? No, fair enough. Okay, we'll do 2 here. And then there's going to be... Okay, there. I'm playing an elf thaumaturge. Nice, yeah, that was the class you had your eye on, right? Occultist Archivist, nice. Heck yeah. Do you got a name? Or a personality, or a lore story, I don't know. Okay, just do it like this. Oh my gosh, this is very confusing. Them being stacked like this, okay. Okay, that looks right. Right, let's draw this other stuff here. So we want the arm to take precedent. I think I'll simplify this down just to... I need to look at the peacock feathers again. Because maybe it's better just to make it one peacock feather rather than this weird stack of 3. Where is... What brush was I using? This brush. Elrond, and yeah, I'd say he's creeping up on middle age and he's a Ponzi personality. I would say he's particular. My friend is playing a half orc, half elf who was raised by orcs, so the interactions will be fun. Okay, I like that. Also, what is a Ponzi personality? Pansy personality? Ponzi scheme? No. Half orc, half elf is a magus. A Leshy bard. I don't know. I can't remember what Leshy is. I know you mentioned it. A Ponzi, right. That makes sense. Ah, that sounds like fun. It sounds like you got like quite an elective group of people. Leshy. Oh, this is a Leshy. Oh, the flower people. That sounds like fun. Spirit people turned into plant people. A lotus Leshy. Oh, that's a really cool idea. Do you know what the overall concept of the campaign is? Avamo. What is the... What's the big bad, I suppose? How much do I want to draw this peacock feather? We're going to simplify. We'll do it how I usually draw feathers, I think. Well, we on a boat, so true. Quite slender peacock feather, and then I'll have it. Go out like this. We'll have a vague stalk in the middle. And the rest of it we'll have as... It's going to look a bit too leafy, I think, I think I had to do a colour instead of anything else. I guess my motivation is to find artifacts for my collection. I see. Another fine artifact for my collection. Okay. I think probably this should come out a bit more. I think... Oh, that's a wrong brush. I got a bladed scarf and a cane shotgun. My word. That sounds cool. A bladed scarf also sounds very dangerous. How do you wear a bladed scarf? Okay, here we go. Here we go, yo, here we go, yo. Now for the eyes, the important part. This piece. Have it come across like this. Okay, make it a bit thicker here. So to choose a patron on Final Fantasy 14. Oh, did not know that. What class are you playing on Final Fantasy 14? I think the blades are hanging from the end. Oh, I thought it was the scarf made of blades. That makes a lot more sense. I was like, that sounds like a terrible idea. For practicality, very cool though. For stylistic purposes. I haven't chosen a class yet. Oh, okay. The world is your oyster. Okay, we're gonna have some thick mascara and eyeliner on here. Over the top. Too much, one might even say. How are we doing for time? Okay, we're doing okay. Let's not worry. So roll it up here. Cut it down. One over here. Sort of thicken it up. And then, yes, yes, yes. All good things. All good things must come to an end. Okay, we'll do this, then we'll draw that eyebrow crease in with the folded skin, I guess fur, here. The eyebrow will sort of manually draw in the hairs, because then it feels a bit more cured. I haven't chosen a class yet. It could be just an elf thing. I chose a dark elf. Oh, maybe. These guys are all very much about the moon. I'm sorry to say that I don't know like anything about Final Fantasy lore, so it will all be very lost on me. Choose a formatage. My choices are healer, conjurer, tank. No, healer, conjurer, tank, gladiator, marauder, pugilist, lancer, formatage, arcanist. Oh, right. So the races are class restricted as well? How very World of Warcraft of them. Because there are definitely more healers in that. I didn't know about healer classes because that's what I was considering when I was playing it. Because there's an astrologist one. I think there's a scholar as well. White mage, I think, is one of them. Painting on a dawn trail. Oh yeah, I guess it could also be expansions. I didn't really think about that. Okay, still like this. We probably need to make it thicker, I think, to match that one, yeah. Oh wait, yeah, it says corresponding job. So form attached, but job is black mage apparently. Oh, okay, right. So maybe those are the starting class names or something. I think job equals subclass. That makes sense. Let's make it a very feathery mascara. You would kill to have this sort of volume on your eyelashes. Arcanist, a summoner, scholar. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. This brush has a lovely texture to it, by the way. Works very well, I think, for this part. Okay, we'll do that, then we'll have a sort of more brushy version of the furring. Okay, the eye looks a little low down. And I think this eye actually is a bit too small at the moment. So let's maybe like open it up a little bit, just so it feels a bit more matching. That's probably okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. The final thing, of course, drawn by hand, the bane of many artists. Of course, with a teardrop shape for the nails. I guess a berry would go over. There you go. And then bring it out like this. Wunderbar, wunderbar, wunderbar. It's a pretty good looking hand if I do say so myself. You might also think, where are the fingers? Great question. I forgot to sketch them in because they would definitely be visible back behind here. But we can keep it simple. Actually, maybe we should do it like this. So one here, then we can start to see the other one, and then we won't have to draw anymore. Okay, let's do it like that. Wait, does this even make sense? 1, 2, 3. It's probably a bit long. No, actually, you know what it probably is? It's probably this part goes too high up when it should be bending almost immediately, right? And then this can be at a bigger angle, I think. To make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay, I think that works. All right. All right. Oh yeah, the box. I forgot. Also an important part of this. We're constructing with straight lines. We say of a Parthenon. Say of a Parthenon, where the Parthenon is, there are no straight lines. Okay, erase that a bit. Get that to come round. Round and round and round and round. It's a My Little Pony song for you there, I think. Equestria Girls. Oh, actually, no, it's an insert song from Equestria Girls, isn't it? It's just one bit that they did randomly. For the Sirens. Actually, I had a song from Equestria Girls stuck in my head recently. What was it? Oh, it was a Wallflower song, that was it. I'm invisible, invisible, a droplet in the mist. I'm invisible, invisible, it's like I don't exist. Okay, that looks right. That looks like lipstick. You start singing the moment I come in. I just knew. I was like, there's not been enough singing in the stream yet. Boom, let's bring it out. There's another one to add to the My Little Pony short list. Is it even that good a song? Not really. I think it also gets cut off in the movie. I also haven't seen the movie. That one's from I just know the song. Yeah, I don't know what else I was going to say. Anyway, hello. MSMX, Ms. Mix, as I continuously call you in my head. Been meaning to use this emote when you serenade anyway. What is this? Lumichu Woo. Oh, Lumichu Woo. Okay, that makes more sense. Lumichu Woo. It's lovely. Uwu. What about that Uwu copy pasta song? How does it go? Uwu, what's this? No, I can't remember it. X-Ray, no, that's it. X-Ray Naz's pounces on you. Uwu, you so warm. Something like that. I'm not going to say the rest of it because that's probably... We're pushing boundaries there. Well, not really, but you can go look it up yourself if you want. What is this? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Dervy Whispers. I don't understand. Twitch emotes are beyond me. What do they mean? What other songs have I had stuck in my head recently? Fox girl bouncing up and down. Just know it's a laughing emote. No. Oh, it is a fox. I had no idea. I could not tell what it was. I was like way too far away. I don't even know what I thought it was, to be honest. That is the most haunting emote I've ever seen. What is that? It's good when people make puns. Oh my gosh, I can't draw this line across. Boom, boom, bada bing, bada boom. Hey, bada bing, bada boom. Oh, it's a dragon. Okay, I can kind of see it. I have to like get up real close to my monitor. That's why I'm getting so quiet back ways, because I'm leaning under my microphone to try and see what on earth it is. Okay, let's draw some straight lines in. Maybe let's decrease the line thickness before we draw these lines in. Yeah, what songs have been stuck in my head? I don't know. Not on too much recently. That's probably not true, but I just can't think of anything at the moment. And that's an arm, not a chest. Oh, I 100... Wait, that's... Hold on, I need to like zoom in on my eyes. Oh! I also got caught in my mic. I 100% thought that was a chest as well. I see, it's about wheeze. That's why it's called wheeze. That makes a lot more sense. It's that wheeze meme. Got a gift sub from him. They unlock emotes if you don't know. Yas, yas. Alright. I think that's good for the lineup. Probably. Is there any part we missed? I don't think so. Let's start colouring. Whoa, hold on. What the heck's going on over here? Oh, that's a sketch layer. Okay, get rid of a sketch layer. We don't need it anymore. Okay, expand a little bit. I think 2 might be too much, but we'll see. We'll see. That is a wrong sort of layer. I don't want a vector layer. Body. My commission amounts got attributed to my Twitch account. Oh, cool. So like they can see that you're the one who created them. We love that. We love giving credit. Over here, people. Yes. There's so many weird ones. I cannot comprehend what I'm looking at. It's like eating a not a strudel, like a ravioli or something in the second one. The third one looks like an egg. Bewildering. I would say very niche expressions. But hey, if you get mileage out of them, you get mileage out of them. Why am I colouring this part in the body colour? I'm not doing a layer master, all of that nonsense. Get out of here. Fear out, man. Love Zoe's ones. They're also mood. Okay, get rid of that. Just make sure that all the corners are filled in. You know, I had Candy Store from the Heather's musical. That's what I had stuck in my head recently. So if I can't remember the lyrics very well. I like da 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 maxing daddy's credit card. I like something her, scaring her, screwing him. I like kicking nerds in my nose. Something like that. Pathfinder, so true, bestie, very cool. It's a cheese it apparently. Okay. Also, I don't get mileage out of them. That's what's wrong. Okay, fair enough. Well, you know, it's a blank canvas for chat here, so feel free to like. I feel like that's the best use of emotes. Is just you use them with no context. They don't even have to be in the right usage. It does not have to make sense. And I'm gonna say so true, bestie to each and every one of them. Like that one, so true, bestie. I can't even tell what that is. Oh, it's a dance. So true. We love dancing. We love eating Cheez-Its, despite the fact they don't exist in the UK. Oh, she's doing a gritty. Wait, is she? Oh. She is doing a gritty. Yes. Yeah, so we hit that. Da, 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 da. Oh, how does it? Honey, what you waiting for? Welcome to my candy store. It's time to prove you're not a loser anymore. Welcome to my candy store. Oh, oh. You can live a dream or you can die alone. No, that's not lyrics. I missed the outline. Oh my god. Twitch emotes do be crazy. Was that a Sims thing? That's a pretty good one. I like the idea of that one. Cream body. How do the lyrics go? You can dilate. It's you can join the team or you can and moan. You can live the dream or you can die alone. You can fly with eagles or if you prefer, keep testing me and end up like her. That's it. I think it's on a Me game. Maybe it's Sims. Oh, Metopia. I thought it was... Actually, I think Sims has two of them next to each other, so... It could be Metopia, I don't know. Whoa, honey, what you waiting for? Shut up, Heather. Welcome to my candy store. Oh. I need to like properly belt that, which I'm not going to do at the moment. I do that leaning away from a microphone. I feel like I skipped the entire song because I can't remember most of it. I need to look up the lyrics now. It's going to bother me. It was like really in my head. Heather's candy store. Peed off day is not what I thought I'd get today. Never. You just gotta play the part, you know. Have a I don't remember their surnames at all. I haven't even seen the musical. I just know. No, wait, okay. Technically I have. When someone uploaded a version to YouTube. But I've not, like, seen it in person. Is it a good musical? I don't know. I just like the song Candy Store. Now, that word is too much? Then no. I don't know. I just kind of on the side of caution, you know. I censor myself. Where possible. Never know the age of people who are watching. Know you. Probably not a big deal anymore. At least when I first started my channel, I think the most common age bracket was like 13 to something. 13 to 16? I can't remember what the YouTube demographic thing is. Now I think it's like, perhaps unsurprisingly, it's like 25 to 33s or something. Because I did think about that afterwards. I think immediately after I said it, where I was like, you know, as much as that, like, the slang term has, like, lost the original meaning behind it. I should be careful because it still has that meaning. Never seen Heather's either. Someone dubbed the intro to that I Like song. The I Like da 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 da. It's called Candy Store. It's my favourite song from Heather's and also one of the only two I remember very well. Every time someone says that, I think of hot dogs. I also think of hot dogs. You are not alone. I also genuinely think of hot dogs, I think, a lot of the time. Mainly because I feel like I hear people say it in common parlance now, and I'm like, there's no way people are saying... People are just so openly talking about a non-hot dog activity. Oh, I didn't draw this line in. Why didn't anyone tell me? I didn't draw this. The eye crease here. I also think the internet has ruined me when learning Japanese canting. My brain's messed up, but that is not what I think of. I think it depends on the context. I think... Do we have a problem? Do we have a problem? It was Angel Justin. Oh yeah. Are we gonna have a problem? You got a bone to pick? You come so far, why now are you petting on my... I normally slap your face off and everyone here could watch, but I'm feeling nice, so here's some advice. Listen up, B. I don't think I can do an Angel Dust voice. I think we had a discussion about this before. What does it even sound like anymore? I don't know, it's a very iconic sound. Okay, let's do upper body here. I didn't even finish doing the rest of the queen body. And not the alternatives. I guess it kind of, yeah. What I think of depends, actually now I think about it more in the context of what's going on. I don't know if he even tried. I don't even know how to try. He's got like a New York voice or something. Well, what's the iconic Angel Dust line? Which is safe to say for all ages. Which I know there's probably not many. I mean, it's probably his singing lines, right? I'm not above and I love to cash in. I'm not above and I love to cash in. Another lover underneath those. I don't know. I'm just putting on an American accent now. It's not even. Cause I know you're poison. You're feeding me poison. It kind of sounded like him. Thank you. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take a kind of. I'll take a, hey, that is reminiscent of a thing you were kind of trying to do. I think by the sheer fact I haven't actually watched Hell of a Boss still. Sorry, not Hell of a Boss, Has Been Hotels. Probably does not contribute to the fact I don't know his voice very well. I mean, does contribute to the fact. Sorry, I said that reversed. Oh yeah, there was that announcement recently. Do y'all see it? About Head of a Boss is coming to Prime Video as well now. High nasally New Yorkian. That's it. Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, I'm walking here. I'm walking here. If people like his voice, that's good for me. Because I'm kind of nasally. I like his voice. I like your voice as well. So, you know, I guess we got that going. We've got many different facets here. Let's do this. Walking it, walking it. And walking it. It's like the only New York quote I know. The character he puts in his lines is so good. It's fantastico. Thanks. I don't really like my voice, but I think that's pretty common. Yeah, fair enough. Walking it, walking it. I'm literally trying to picture like any of his lines, but the only ones I feel like I've heard him say are not appropriate, not age appropriate for this stream. This good old wholesome Disney Channel stream. That's right. You I kept it a secret all this time. I'm sponsored by Disney. How did you know? Why do you think I sing so many Disney songs? That would be crazy though, getting a Disney sponsorship. Can you even imagine? Yes. A fantastic voice actor, that one. Christian Minecraft server. Yeah, that's a meme. I couldn't think of it. You know, you really want to watch what comes out your mouth. I've been making these sex jokes the entire time. So obviously you ain't catching on. I mean, it's just sad. Why? You know, you really gotta watch what comes out of your mouth. And I feel like it's turning into like a transatlantic accent. New York. New York. That's from a comic. I didn't even know there was a comic. Color me surprised. Okay, do it like this. Do it like this. Ooh. Oh, the hardness, it's way, way off. No wonder it's not doing a nice gradient. Is this also... No, wait, this is the iris. I don't know my body parts. What am I doing? And then we do the pupil. It's very funny how many layers is required just to draw Dee's eye. Yeah, I'm not big on politics. It's hard to find a quote without anything explicit in. Thank you very much for finding something. Not big on politics. Politics. Hey, I'm not big on politics. I don't know. Honestly, pretty good for first try. I'll take it. I suppose what I would do if I was actually trying to do this like more formally was I would actually go listen to his voice, but I'm not going to do that on stream. So I'm just going to have to do a very rough estimation of what I remember. Okay, that looks about right. That's horrific. What am I doing? I feel like I want to give it a bit more space underneath here, but not too much space. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, it keeps going transatlantic. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? What other voices? I don't know if Angel's really matches my sort of character voice. I feel like I don't have a particularly similar voice to him. Oh yeah, that announced it. Yeah. It was very cool. I was like, wow, sick, nasty. Vivsy Pop, more power to you. I didn't say that, but imagine. I love saying sick nasty. I don't know why it's so funny too. I think it's because it's something I would very obviously never say. Used to think you stayed in a softer tone, but you've been expanding lately. I would say that my usual speaking voice is a lot softer, but I think I also talk that would be too quiet half the time, like you would not be able to hear me properly. If I do it, mainly because I move away from my microphone too much. If I more consistently stay near my microphone, I think I could probably stick with my much more common tone of voice, but it is dependent, I think, depends on the attitude as well and how I'm feeling. Usually, obviously streaming is a bit more performative than I am in real life, so I'm more willing to put more energy in and make it more varied, more exciting in a sense. But in real life, and perhaps unsurprisingly, my tone is, I'd say normally, not all the time, again, depends on my mood, tends to be a lot softer. Give me ASMR, dear. Okay, not quite to the ASMR level, but hi everyone, welcome to my stream. Today we'll be drawing a thumbnail art. I'm sorry, but I haven't been streaming for ages. I don't talk like that normally. I've been seeking softer energy, but energy basically has been more often now. Yeah, I feel like it makes sense, to bring the energy when I'm recording something, when I'm streaming. Because, I am basically kind of like performing, right? And then if you think about the equivalent, like, would I want to bring energy if I was, like, on stage performing something? Yeah. Now, how you talk if it's lower, lol? Oh, like, if I talk softer, it's even... I don't even know. Who knows? Anyway, the TLDR is I don't normally talk. My on-stream talking style is not usually how I would say, personally, I talk in real life. How you normally talk, sorry. No need to apologise. If I'm not on the same wavelength, then if I don't understand what's going on, that's of my own volition and fault, not yours. I don't know how bold a colour we want to use here. Let's figure out, hold on, what is this layer? Is there anything on this layer? Nothing. Okay. Let's make us a palette. Peacock blue. Peacock blue is pretty bold, but I don't want it to be overwhelming. I think that's probably quite good. And then we want a sort of like a jade-like colour. The thing is, I do want to make sure I spread out the saturations. Otherwise it's going to be very overwhelming, so I'm going to cheat a little bit, make this a bit less saturated with green than what it should be. I think this purple and pink maybe we can push quite dark. Maybe a bit less saturated. And then I think I'll throw in a brighter green as well, maybe. I don't know if I want a lime green. That's sort of like peacock evocative, right? This is inspired by the Mahjong. Okay, fair enough. I don't like reiterating myself, Olo. Oh. Well, I apologise then for not understanding. Like, close to the mic with normal talking voice has more energy. Well, okay. I'll take it as a sign that I don't know. Maybe I'm just more energetic. Now. I forgot what I was going to do now for the... Oh yes, I was going to do one bright colour here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it as this sort of lime electric green. I want to turn it to white, but I want one colour. Let's make it a makeup folder, actually. Makeup folder. And we'll put the bright striking eyeshadow. No, that's not more energetic. That's ASMR thing. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm completely not following what's going on. Clearly, you might. Maybe it's something to do with the fact that I am reading the conversation in parts, which is my own fault for not paying attention properly. I apologise. You've had to reiterate your point now like 4 times, and I'm very, very sorry. What is that? Ow. I keep walking into my microphone, trying to lean past it. In the vids, especially in Little Gator, you've been more energetic. Yeah, that's true. I feel like it's hard not to be with the Little Gator themselves. They've got that youthful, childlike energy, which just brings everything else up around it. It's almost a shame that you won't be able to see the other half of his eyeshadow. Yes, like this. Okay. I was like, how do colors work? Okay, so we'll have that as a base. And then I want the gradient eyeshadow underneath, which we'll just do in blue for the moment, just so we have a sort of bearing of what shape we're taking up here. And it's going to be huge, but it's also going to taper out and be airbrushed probably. So do that. Let's get just the rough shapes down. One more clarification. I was asking to hear the normal voice, I guess. Oh, like how what I would consider. And it's hard to just like summon your normal voice. What would my normal voice be? I think my normal voice would be something like this. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Certainly a lot more low-key. Something a bit more tidy. It's hard to say. I feel like I don't speak all too much anyway. Normally. It almost feels weird doing this. There's like a weird sense of vulnerability. Do I want this to go all the way out? Maybe I do. Maybe I even wanted to go underneath. Actually, you know what? I should make it a teardrop shape. You should speak more. That's fair. I don't really feel like it, I feel like most of the time. I'm perfectly content with listening. You were making it sound like it was a lot different. No, it's not like a huge amount different. Like, at the end of the day, it's not like I'm putting on a voice. It's just more like, it's a voice of energy. Versus just speaking. Just speaking, unprofoundly. There are no, it's not like a crazy secret. I don't have like a hidden double life or something where where I completely change up all facets of myself for the sake of this. I don't talk a lot of the Animal Crossing. It's true. Well, I mean, being by yourself and speaking, a very different environment, I would say, to being in a social group. Okay, let's just make sure this goes all the way up to the end. Okay, nice. Okay, now let's start sort of airbrushing the corners of this away. I think we want less airbrush here, and I think we want more airbrush at the top. No, I think it's probably too far out. Here, so I'm just going to sort of erase it a little bit. It's very interesting. Sort of maybe even bring it even further down here. Hi, I'm an aspiring artist animator. How's your day going? It's going well. How about yourself? Arctic Wolf. More like voice chats, real life easier to just vibe. Yes. Yes. Who knows? We human beings are complicated people. Multifaceted, one might even say. Okay. We probably want a hard line here. Sort of round up there. Obviously a hard line off there. Start erasing vaguely around there. Just designed a female fox botanist archaeologist character. Cool. Slowly making progress on my you're making a 2D animated show? That's incredible. An archaeologist botanist. That's very cool. Does your character have a name? Do I want darkness on the outside or the inside? I think on the outside, actually. And then I want a sort of greenish colour to come in here. That's probably too much. And I think probably maybe we can complement this nicely with a sort of brilliant yellow sheen in the inside. Wonderful. It's a very fun palette. I think this green, I need to, weirdly, I need to make it darker but also more bright. I think it's not standing out enough. That's probably a bit too lime. Probably the sketch layer is messing with it as well. Because it should be a bold statement piece, one of the colours, right? And we have a blue as a bold statement. We can have a green as a bold statement. Steve Sports of Fox. She's called Wrinkle. Nice. Been working on the show since I was 12. Wow! 10 years. That's incredible. There's also a male wolf character, which is a cartographer. An adventuring duo. I don't know why I said about like that. Duo. 10 years is incredible commitment. I hope you keep it up. I absolutely adore to watch it someday. My show is about these characters traveling around various environments, recording new plants and creatures as they also make a map. That's really cool. Yeah, what a lovely idea. Yeah, where can we see this? I'm not big enough at plugging as a... Yeah, so self-promote yourself, why not? No footage right now. You should absolutely, if you don't have somewhere already, upload some of your like in-progress stuff. People love that sort of things. You know, your concept art, etc, etc. Blue sky. Concept art phase for environments and character design. I post my art on my Kara. I don't even know what Kara is. Kara art site? Art social I can't read. Kara art social portfolio. It's kind of like an art station. Oh no, it's an art station and it's got a timeline. Okay. That's pretty cool. It's another plug yourself, drop your handle. Everyone is free to plug themselves. That includes you lot, the regulars as well, you know. Share your stuff, share your items. We love the expression. We love to see what people do, what people create. Artistic expression is the very core of human emotion. And to suffocate that, I think, would be a shame. And plus, I don't have to deal with the consequences of people coming here to do it, like, selfishly. So, yeah, that's nice. Currently in university for art to be a 2D animator. Whoa! We also have another person who comes here regularly, whose username I cannot remember off the top of my head, who is in school for animation as well. I'm not sure if you'll be able to post links, but you can absolutely drop your handle in here, and then people can People can have a look. I think links will probably be picked up by Automod. Arctic Wolf 1193. Let's have a look-see. That's a nice break as we get to a 2-hour mark. Arctic Wolf. Why did I put spaces in? 1193. Cliff Notes. Article 1193. Okay, thank you, Google. That's not what I wanted. Apologies for low quality art. No. No need to apologise. Oh, here we go. Here's your botanist. Oh, that's lovely. I guess you got some animations here as well. Nice turnaround. Undersea office. Very cool stuff. Scene B concept sketch. Wow. This graveyard is very cool. $80 sheets of paper for like 3 seconds of animation. That's the animator's life, isn't it? Hours and hours and hours for seconds of animation, but very beautiful animation nonetheless. Wonderful. Yeah, no need to apologise for your art. Your art's great. Love to see your show when it gets finished. And then we can be like, we were here in the conception of it. Well, 10 years on, I guess. I guess it's been in conception for a while, but this is a rare thing I didn't think about because she's not wearing anything. You can actually see, you'll be able to see the spots on her back. Beautiful. And let's do not that, this lipstick as well. Bright eyeshadow, let's see. This as well. I feel like I want to just sort of round off the corners of this a bit more. And I feel like I want to blend it a bit. I feel like it's a bit too sharp a transition at the moment. At least between this green and blue. Purple and blue is probably fine, but the green and blue is definitely too much, too quick. And probably this, I want to blur the corners of ever so slightly. Because I don't want it to be too sharp, you know? I want it to be sharp in makeup terms, but I don't want it to be sharp in image fidelity terms. If that makes sense. Whoa, okay, hold on, what is going on? I missed stuff. Recently did a commission, but the person ditched last minute, so I didn't get any money. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened. It's very terrible. I always take the commission money up front. They can still charge back, I suppose, afterwards, but... Anyways, if you all want to offer ideas for my show, feel free to. Right now it's just me and a musician. That's wonderful. I don't know if I can think of a great suggestion at the moment. Botany. I would like to see some crazy macro flora at some point in the show. And if possible, a foxglove, because I really like foxgloves as flowers. Oh, a deer camel. That probably makes more sense. That seems a bit too self-serving, doesn't it? Hey, can you put my character in your show? How about one scene of your show? I would love to see both a deer and a foxglove flower on screen. You don't have to do that, there's no obligation, but I think that would be very, very cute. Anyway, thank you for showing your art. A foxglove flower. Yes. Sentient plants is a good idea. Yeah, foxglove. Or something based off it. I don't know if you have like a fantastical twist on things, but again, no obligation. Do as you see fit. 'Tis your show after all. And I don't want to ruin the creative vision you have. Yes, my handles are Fodian. Like, yes, Fodian's got some good art. Go follow them. Go follow everyone. Everyone. Mutually follow each other. Don't like a look at that. Deer could be a photographer. Wow. I'd love it like that. Bees love foxgloves. I think are UK native, so a good flower to plant it. Oh, I didn't actually realise that. I never really thought about the fact of that. It might just be a UK native plant. Wait, hold on. Native is not the word I thought it was. I got it confused there for a second with only appearing in that region. Wait a minute. This mouth is not in the right place. No wonder it looks so weird. Or at least, it's not the mouth is in the wrong place. It's more like the bump needs to be further along. If we're going to have someone like that. Okay. Now we're back in action. That's a clothes layer. What's going on? Lipstick. Here we go. Let's do this. Simplistic. Bit filler here just so it looks a bit better. Yes, wonderful. Now, do we want to use this colour or do we want to use the electric green? I feel like the green might be a nice bold statement, though. Like, I can see that in a fashion advert, you know? YouTube channels, yeah, MSMX. Get them a follow. Apparently foxgloves are toxic. Didn't know that. Interesting to see how your art's down progress and differs from mine. Decisions native. Oh my gosh, there's so many things to read. I need to know that. I make content for certain games as My Singing Monsters. I'm a spin-off MSM composer. Yes, yes. Self-promotion. We love self-promotion. Nails. Yes, every artist has their own methods of creation. Only natural after all. We are all very different people. I think it's a very fascinating thing to watch someone create something and see like, what can I take from this? What can I learn from this? Or what do you just do completely differently? Why do you do it like that, you know? I don't know what would be a very uniquely me thing. Not uniquely, but you know, less common thing which I do. Which you don't see so much other people, I'm not sure. My art is more definitely in the realm of realism when I draw animals. I always draw the literal skeleton and muscle fat and fur feathers. Yeah, that's very cool. I do like that style. Mine tends to be a lot more inspired by both some style of Disney, like the very cartoony style of Disney, and anime art, I'd say. I've been meaning to at least remaster the songs I made on Composer with a new update out, but I've been so busy and interested in other hobbies. Hey, that's still productive stuff in other avenues. Never a bad thing. Oh yeah, let's do gradient color nails. Ooh, yes. Hold on, I like that. Oh yeah, I forgot to colour literally the clothes and stuff. Okay, put put this in here. D. Let's put this over here. Put my line out away. I didn't mean to do that. Cloves. I guess there's not many cloves, but still. Okay, we use teardrop shapes. Teardrop a revolution. I guess a peacock feather is also cloves. I need to look at like a peacock feather. See what colours they are. Okay, so it's like a ring of orange, light blue, dark blue. I might do a stylized peacock feather. I'm not sure if I want to do the exact colours that they are here. But I probably do want to share colours at least with the palette I've used. I really sort of hone in the colours together, you know. So I do think I want this base to be a sort of bluey green mixture. Probably we want a harder brush here. Like a more abstract version of a peacock feather. Is it what an actual peacock feather looks like? No. But does it look cool? Yes. So this is where we're going to get our feathery texture in. Okay, let's get rid of the sketch layer. I don't think we need it anymore. Well, let's go. Okay. I hope I've not missed anything anything I was meant to respond to. Ocarina and accordion. Wow, those are very unusual instruments. I don't think I know anyone who plays those. Blood? Oh my gosh, you should... I'm not an expert in guitar playing. I don't know if you should be bleeding for your instruments. That seems... You should make sure to take care of yourself to engage with things in a healthy way. Healthy is the wrong term, but safe way. Okay. And then I want to turn down the opacity here. Strong bright core, and then I think what we'll do is we'll have this, and we'll do passion, get the brush out. Oh no, wait, I was using the pen brush, pen tool. That is not the right colour. What on earth? Okay, peacocks have a very orangey centre part, which I guess will take the orange from Dee's eye. That's probably too dark an orange. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Octawolf. That's cool. Let me finish that 20 other projects. Music education kind of cute as well. You joined Discord. Oh, wonderful. Sorry, I've very much not been keeping up with this conversation. I hope everyone's having a good time, though. But yeah, so Discord is a great place to share things if you would like to. Last time I changed my art channels in 2022. I will take responsibility for the fact that I'm not very good at curating with Discord, mainly because I don't check it very often. But yes, it should. If you, I mean, certainly looks like you got a lot of like cool art stuff to be able to share. Absolutely, feel free to share it on there. You know, it's meant to be a nice little grounds for people to be able to come in and be like, hey, look what I've been working on, or something of that ilk, you know. And I will come along every maybe like 5 days or so, and then I'll react to something with a Deer remote, and that's how you know I've seen it. I don't know if I want this orange colour. I think I want a blue colour in there instead. Something sort of aquamarine-y. Yeah, let's do that instead. Because I use the same colour for the teardrops as well, now I think about it. Fortunately, I think the creator of Discord's very much set the tone. Yeah, I do think that's true. I'm pretty sure I only created it because someone wanted to send me something, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess I should probably do this, so I don't have people just DMing me constantly. Dumb posting is also quite quiet. Yeah, I think it's kind of hard because you need to reach like a sort of weird critical mass. Not a weird critical mass, but like a critical mass where people actually start posting things. And that only happens with some sort of... Very few people will sort of come into a random person's Discord and start posting regularly. You need to, as they say, build up a sense of community. It's why I keep getting emails being like, here's how to build your community. YouTuber roundup, create a vision, listen to what other creators had to say, and then I immediately delete it. Because I'm like, I'm just here to play games. Wade gave you an angel line to do about Scout. I made my phone and we could do some serenading instead. I don't want to stream on Tuesdays. Pencil it in. Yeah, I feel like people definitely use the notifications, I think, more from a Discord, which is fair. Like, I'm not gonna call people out for it because I mean that's basically what I use it for. I use it to check. I'm like, did I upload a thumbnail? Did I title this episode, or is it a placeholder? Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure I've not titled today's episode of Another Crab's Treasure, so I need to do that at some point. But yeah, if Discord's a reflection of the community, then I think mine reflects my online presence reasonably well. Shared 5 art pieces in Discord for now. I certainly hope you did not get picked up by the auto mod, because the auto mod can be kind of aggressive with things. Just be a bit careful. But yeah, share your art, why not? Ooh, walk animations. Whoa, this one's... Foxtrot is fantastic. Snowball animation. Oh my god, what a turnaround. Oh, it's fantastic. See, now I've seen them, I had to react with a Deer remote. To all of this stuff. I want to read the YouTube support stuff myself, but I'm scared to even check my own creative studio. You know what, next time I will click on it and I will let you know what it says, if it's got anything interesting. So if you have any thoughts about my art, feel free to let me know. Screw you, I might join the Discord just for that. Absolutely, get in there. And then when you get back into making my singing monster videos, go ahead, share them in there as well. That's a beauty of it sort of thing. Share, share, share. Oh no, my pattern is misaligned. Well, it's not so much my pattern. I think it's actually the inner stick part is quite misaligned. Now I'm looking at. Oh no, it's because. Okay, you know what? Let's correct it. Have us come up like this. I'll do that. Wonderful. Okay, clothes. Let's use this aquamarine colouring. And then I'll figure out what I'll do afterwards with a sort of inner colour. My inner colour. Oh, I should have done Colours of a Wind. That's a much better colour song. Because that song doesn't even say colour. It says My Inner Fire, I think. My inner fire, I won't black out. Excuse me. I need Discord Nitro to use emotes on my own Discord server? I think you do, I'm sorry to say. The audacity. I've been in Discord on forever. I feel bad for not being on it, but it doesn't sound like it's active anyway. No. Don't feel bad. There is no... It's a neutral ground where people post messages every, like a week or so. And then I see it like 6 days later and I'm like, oh, it's a bit late for me to reply to this probably. And then I forget to reply anyway. My inner fire. Okay, let's turn down the opacity on this. This song, which is playing currently from Chill Hop, really reminds me of a different song, but I can't remember what. Let's get some colours in here. Colours of you. Be every colour that you are. Into the rush now. Because that would make sense to be a bright shine, wouldn't it? And don't let it stop you. I don't even know what song that is. Is that Ali and AJ? No, that can't be right. Be every colour that you are. I never even finished singing Candy Store by Heathers. Or from Heathers. I can see in the corner of my eye. I can see the chat moving. Okay, what's going on? What does Colours of a Wind sound like? It goes... how does it go? Hold on. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to a blue corn moon? Or ask the singing bobcat why it grins? No, grinning bobcat why it grins. Can you sing with all the voices of a mountain? Can you paint with all the colours of a wind? Actually, let's have a green berry. Is there any berry this electric green? No, but it stands out. You can own the earth and still all your own is earth until you can paint. That's a bit too high for me. You can paint with all the colours of a wind. I'm like 100 Discord servers, so I may forget to share my art. Fair enough. Those are cute emotes. I like them. I like them. I like emotes here. I like discovering all these emotes. I'm looking at them. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's colour in Do I want to do it on a separate layer? I guess I'll do it on a separate layer. Do the makeup itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we actually need to incorporate this other makeup color somewhere. Actually, maybe this could be that color there. Let's start making those. Wonderful. Start streaming so we can get those emotes. Absolutely. Get those emotes. Eyeshadow. Whoa, what? Oh, there's a gap here. Is this the right brush? Yes. Oh no. I've made myself a horrible tangent. Okay, let's fix this. Let's move a lipstick closer, probably. You think I can't remember how Colours of Wind goes very well. That's gonna annoy me as well. You think you own whatever land you land on. You think you have something you can own. Doesn't sound right. But I know every tree, every rock, every creature has a spirit, has a something, has a name. Something like that, isn't it? Okay, let's get this in here. No! Wait. Oh, no, I just did it above a lineup. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's clean this up a bit as well. Let's not close gap. Ah! What? Well, for one thing, that shouldn't be there. Oh, is it because of that gap there? That's so annoying. It was. Okay. Let's clean up these lines a bit as well. Oh wow, I actually did not get rid of any of these. Okay, clean it up, clean it up. Makeup, where is it? Eyeshadow, here we go. Updated my Finch today, nice. I'll sign in later. What else did I want to talk about? That's fair. You can do as you see fit. So it's a model, self-care. It's a lot of bright colours, still stylish. Thank you. This is very much, it's meant to be a bold sort of statement. I feel like a lot of fashion can be. Ah! I don't know, have you heard Enna Dream Barbecue? Maybe up your alley, but I wonder if you'd want to wait till all the chapters are out. Enna Dream Barbecue. That sounds somewhat familiar, but I don't know if I'm incepting myself. Yes! Ah, I have heard of this. Because I've seen this character, this like Two-Face character before. I can't remember where I saw it, but I saw it posted somewhere, and I was like, "Where is this from?" And then I didn't understand what I was really looking at when I saw it. What is it? Is this a realist collectathon game? That certainly seems interesting. I'll add it to my wish list. I probably would, if it's only one chapter, I would probably want to wait until, yes, you're right, all of them are out. Oh, it's free. I can literally just add it to my library. Okay, there you go. Done. Simples. Oh my gosh, I thought I accidentally stopped streaming there for a second. I was like, no. Oh, is it a Goosework? Oh no, you're asking. Did Goosework design it? That makes sense if that's where I saw it. I think I do follow Gooseworks. Oh, I think I follow her on Tumblr. And I think about it for some reason. That makes sense. You have solved a mystery almost immediately. Okay, then we'll put box. Which would just be a very boring dark colour. Because they want to keep it sleek and casual. Whoa, that is too dark. Whoa, too dark. That's my Cypher impression from Valorant. Let's see what we have to work with today. Pictures of our family? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Way too dark. I don't remember any of the other quotes from Valorant. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Enna's dream barbecue, apparently. How long has he just been in the way there? What colour do I want to use here? Probably I'll just use a silver colour. Crazy colour for a lipstick. That's not even a bright colour. What am I doing? I kind of like using that colour better. Okay, sorry, makeup. We're changing you back. Oh no, I did change you back to that colour. Never mind. I'm losing my mind, clearly. I wonder if anyone can tell what I painted in the Discord. I don't have it open. Look at all this stuff. Looks like some sort of reptilian creature, a snake of some kind, and I won't leave it to Fodian to guess the actual animals. What's your favourite colour? My favourite colour is, I usually say an ivy green sort of colour. Probably kind of similar to this. I guess this is more jade than ivy, but I do like a lot of different colours. It kind of depends on the exact scenario, to be honest. Which I know is not an unusual thing to say, but it just very dependent on what we're doing, you know. I'm also changing this back to blue because I don't like the look of green after I zoomed out. Well, we could try this colour actually. No, I think it's too bright. Right, well there we go. Obviously we need to shade this. Let's put a very simple background in. A background mock-up. The thing with makeup brands is the backgrounds are always very, very, very plain. And very simple. So it'll probably just be like a gradient or something. But I think we can at least make it a little bit more interesting with some sort of vague, soft cloud colour, like here. Do I have a cloud brush? That'd be like really... Or a smoky brush? Sand. I want a sand brush, how about that? Actually, that's kind of interesting. I don't think I like it because I don't think it fits the vibe, but it's kind of interesting. Okay, delete that. Bring it all back. What about a gauze cloud? How about that? What does that look like? No, that's way too industrial. Dappled light. Oh yeah, this is probably it, huh? Joe Guerrero is the artist, apparently. You start streaming them. Wow, what's going on? Stream on weekends. You do the training. What's your favorite brush, Sand? You do. Oh right, wait. Oh, this is to me. Sorry. You do the trendish, weird indie game here and there. Omari and some of the other stuff in stream. That's fair. I do like the vibe of it. My brush I use oil paint more often to differentiate. No worries. Hello, Damu Kitsi. Sorry, I'm 100% not following on from a conversation. That's probably a good thing to do. If you're directing a question at me specifically, please do at me so I can actually notice it and see it. Otherwise, I'll completely miss it and it might get lost, especially when there's a lot of people talking. Seriously, that high emote you have, Odin, is so adorable. I love it so much. Oh my god, that animation is so smooth on that high emote. How many frames is that? So many. That's the smoothest emote I've ever seen. Okay, we'll do this. I want to throw some colours in here to make it actually tie into the theme rather than just black and white. Maybe it overlays. What if we did it all in green? Whoa. Oh, it's like an aurora if we do it like this. That's interesting, at least. I can see this being like an actual advert. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go, D. Let's do some shadows. How do I want to shade this? I feel like these sort of adverts always have really, really soft lighting. Well, okay, no, they have like high contrast but soft. They like always soften out the shadows. There's no like hard shadows in it. I'll probably just use a standard. Okay, that's not what I meant. Standard blue. So I want higher contrast. I guess I'll go with a purple. Oh, we could go with actually a green shadow. I don't think I often do green shadows. That's probably too green. Needs to be very subtly green. What is going on? I'm pressing the wrong button, that's why it's not working. It's probably too... That's probably too dark. I'm looking at it, that's like a spotlight. I think that's probably too far. do it like this, and then we'll do more detailed shadows in a moment. Let's just test it out. Do we like this sort of shadow vibe? I see you're saying being a bubble tea ad. Why not? I can roll with that. I like bubble tea. Okay, I can kind of see this. Okay, let's clean up these shadows. Probably don't want to use an airbrush. Even I think that's probably too much. But I probably do want a soft watercolor. Yes. Maybe a bit softer and probably lower the opacity. Well, the shadows are soft, they're not airbrush soft. It's like a very frontward facing light source, I suppose, we got going on. Put some texture into it as well, which we don't usually get to do. I'll figure out the eyes later because that's going to be a bit of a pain. This, yes, then get the fur colour, not fur colour, fur shadows out. Have it like this. Wunderbar, wunderbar, wunderbar. I really didn't. Twitch. Time to lie down and prepare 8 minutes. Yes, get your rest in. Get your rest in. Take a break. Everyone, take a break. Stand up. Walk around. Drink water. I should probably stand up as well. Shake off the legs. Oh, what did you ask? What would a brand name be? It's a good question. I like the name that I gave to the coffee shop in Happy and Paradise of Fantasia. I think that probably could work pretty well. Recently completed the rest of Hollow Knight achievements I had. Nice! Then did POH another 2 times that boredom. What was it? Oh, Path of Hallownest, right? Wow. That's commitment. Aurora gotta be the brand, right? Iridescence? Iridescence is quite nice. I guess a brand should be something which is more... Well, it doesn't have to be related to Dee now I think about it. It's not like it's Dee's personal brand. Unless it is, in which case... It's just, this is the Peacock line, I suppose, right? The Peacock collection. Fantasia? No, people like Fantasia. We'll go with the brand is Fantasia. This is the Peacock collection. Or if someone wants to come up with a better collection name, I'm all here for it. I feel like though designer brands are always just someone's name, right? So maybe the brand would literally just be DeerDarling, wouldn't it? Because I mean, think about it, it's like Louis Vuitton, Yves Saint Laurent, Ted Baker, Dior, Chanel. What famous brand out there is not someone's name? Like designer brand, luxury brand. Good night, Art. Arctic Sailing Club EPs. Good night. Good night. Yeah, lovely to see you. Thank you for sharing your art. It's very cool. Hope you can. We'd all love to absolutely see your show, your finished show one day. What are those people saying? Yes. Makeup specifically. Okay. What? That's true. I guess beauty, makeup products don't necessarily have to be. Like, I don't think Maybelline's someone's name. I'm not even sure what like the designer eyeshadow products would be. Designer eyeshadow. Fantasia by D sounds nice. That's true. I mean, the only designer one I can think of is Dior. I'm pretty sure Dior is someone's name. I don't actually know if that's true. Let's take a look. Well, it's called Christian Dior, so I think it might be. French designer Christian Dior. What other designer brands are there? MAC? Despite the fact that MAC sounds like someone's name, I actually don't think it is. Actually, maybe it's someone's initials. It's Makeup Art Cosmetics. Okay, there we go. Oh, Estee Lauder, that's a really good one. Maybelline. Okay, yeah, okay. Fantasia by D. I'm trying to remember the name of mine. I have a variety of different ones. So one I use most is the Naked palette with a 3 on it. What brands are there? Yeah, L'Oreal. Well, L'Oreal's is always L'Oreal Paris or whatever. Because otherwise, if you say L'Oreal, I think people think of the shampoo brand here first or something. At least when I'm in my makeup palette, it's always L'Oreal Paris. Damn, soft light so much easier than. Ah! I've messed up. Can you spot it? I didn't colour this section in. Because the line art goes too far. There we go. Okay, bring it back. Yeah, because I feel like she has to have her name in there, because in universe she'd probably be... Oh, I'm on the line art layer, no! Okay, perfect. I think it would make sense that she would sneak her name, not sneak her name in, but like it would be part of a brand. Brand name recognition is a very powerful thing when it comes to sales, so... Fantasia by DeerDarling would probably be how it'd be called, and then people would either call it Fantasia because that's the makeup brand, and DeerDarling for like the overall fashion conglomerate. I can see that. Could be like Fantasia is like the makeup line, and then Fawn Hollow is like the clothing line or something. I also see Becca can only think about the shark from Little Gator Game you probably don't remember. I also see Becca from Little Gator Game. Oh, Becca the brand. I don't know Becca the brand. Becca brand. I've like never seen this brand before. What on earth? Becca Cosmetics closing her brand. That's 4 years ago. Oh. Oh, okay. I guess that's why I've never seen that brand before. Well, rest in peace, Becca. The brand, not the person, or a person. Okay, I think that's pretty good for first shadows. Rip funny voice though, super high. Oh yeah, that's Becca's voice, right? Oh no, no, no. I lost my sharp plastic thing. Something like that, I don't remember. The good thing about Little Gator Game is the fact that at least a lot of the characters you only meet once or twice. So if I don't remember what voice I gave them, it's okay. Do I still have a makeup adverts open or did I close them? MAC Cosmetics. Yeah, the MAC Cosmetics stands for Makeup Art Cosmetics. Not someone's name. I looked it up actually, like, just now. Because I also thought the same thing. Well, actually, I was like, despite the fact it sounds like a name, I'm pretty sure it's not a name. It's one of the weird ones. See, I don't like that. I want reoccurring characters. I think that's fair. I think there's a time and place for both. I'm not really sure how I want to shade this. I need to see what like a lipstick advert is. Do they just evenly light up the entire thing? Lipstick advert. Yeah, it is basically entirely lit up. There's very little shadows in it. And this would have a bit of shadows, I think, here. But it looks like they are lighting it very much up from almost all sides. We'll put a bit of shadow in. Especially metal shadows, otherwise it's going to look weird, I think. I had to learn how properly, for sure, how to shade metal. It's so annoying, just guessing every single time. Wait, this part is not even metal. What am I doing? Well, it can still be a shiny plastic, I guess. I think I probably would still be in the dark, something like this. Okay, we're getting there. How are we doing for time? We're almost at 3 hours, so this actually did take longer than I thought. Probably because I kept pausing to look at stuff, eh? There's a bunch of games you played that I'm interested in playing myself, so I probably won't be watching them. That's totally fair. Absolutely go play them. Like, I played them all, they're all great games, so I'd highly recommend them. I finished watching your Hollow Knight and Okami playthrough. Those are like the 2 longest playthroughs, apart from the Animal Crossing one. So, ooh, Fantasia Peacock line ad ready, go. Let me think, how do makeup goes? Because I feel like most of the time it's just sort of nowadays, it's just like funky music, then at the end, they just go, Fantasia, my dear darling. And then that's it. And then they'll probably have like a tagline or something. Of like, all eyes on you. In a slightly French sultry voice. that's my image of what makeup adverts are like nowadays, so. I completely forgot I was meant to put like a white plastic covering over the top of his makeup thing. I'm not quite sure how to do that now I've done it like this. Maybe I can do it like this. So I guess it doesn't have to be perfect. Let's do this. Let's turn down the opacity. But something like this, which goes over. Might even be better to do it above line art now I think about it. you go for like 4 hours or something. I was just gonna go basically until the thumbnail art is done. If it took 4 hours, then it took 4 hours, but I didn't want to do, I feel like 4 hours is a lot. So to do continuously of drawing. That's why I did this thumbnail art. I feel like I've definitely done it at a slower pace as well to make sure I can actually get her done. So I've got a lot of drawings I need to do. So I got this, I got the new series I need to do a drawing of thumbnail art for. Obviously Animal Crossing. It's been on almost not a hiatus, but like I've not had time this week to do any drawing of it, which is really sad. Yes, let's do it like this. Bring that plastic cover up. Okay, but make it thinner. Okay, that kind of looks like it. I think obviously we won't have it this bold. We'll probably, what we'll do is we will masking layer, erase soft airbrush. That's not low opacity. I'll take it with dang French. People love it. People love the association of France and beauty and makeup and all that. Either that or Italian, I suppose. Okay, so I want to do this. And then I want to do a shine layer. Specifically for this, I don't know if it'll know it won't, so I can't clip it, otherwise it's going to keep the opacity. But we'll have a, you know, we get so wrapped up in numbers in our society. We'll do it like this, and then we'll have a, it's definitely too high opacity, but turn down ever so slightly. The whole idea is to make it look like a shine. Let it shine. Whoa, what the heck? Something like that. You say you're fine with a random emits. I don't know how much to do on 1.9. Despite that, I didn't expect the accent. Fair enough. We live in a society, am I right? So true, bestie. So true. Okay. We'll do this, and maybe I'll overlay with a. Excuse me. Oh. There we go. A darker shadow as well. A nice sort of dark purple, I think, and round everything off here. That's probably too dark a purple. I'm looking at it, that is too much. Something which fits much more naturally in the nature of things. So something which can give a nice little depth, but not overwhelm, you know? Wow, there's so many. What is going on? I like that excited one on the first row. Third from the end. Not using most of these at any of these times, which is a shame. Aw. You can use them here. As I say, you're free to drop any emotes you want. Whether the right or the wrong context, I don't mind. I think it's very funny. Just be like, oh, you know, someone says something and then you just reply with a completely random emote, like a lobster. And they're just like, what does that mean? And you're like, I don't know. Has no meaning. So context costs extra. Oh, I forgot to show the eyes. Let's do that now. So eyeshadows. And I don't mean the makeup, do we want to do? Probably something like this. Give it a bit of depth, but keep the highlight. I can see that there's a bit of makeup bleeding through here. So shade that in. Now let's do sort of the crease area of the eye. I need to like look at an eye. See, this is why like I feel like there's probably not many shadows on a fashion model's eye because they probably light it up very evenly so you can see the colour. That's my guess. But we'll still put at least a little bit of shadows on here for the crease. Give it a bit of realism. Oh, the emotes are out in full force now. Never gets it one, does it? Change your vibe. Has that always looked like that? That doesn't look right. Beautiful. I think these will end up being more defined by the highlights on them rather than the shadows, so I'm not too worried about them. We can leave them be and they can go on with their lives. The dark shadow I think we'll reserve for the fingers here. Apparently I didn't put these in full shadow either. It's very simple, just doing dark shadows like that, huh? No complication needed. Shadow, probably have a bit of shadows. In here, but we'll erase the center to make it feel like it's more the edge of a shadow. The makeup box coming in. Might be a bit too harsh in some of these areas, but that's okay. Look at all these emotes. here. Keep it going, keep it going. Yes. Get the corners in. Soften that bit out. Soften this corner. Okay, we like that. Let's get some highlights in now. Which again, the highlights are going to be very soft. That was a Zoto mode there. My gosh. Other than that, I'd like to talk about the music I've been liking up, but you ain't going to know them. Oh, you can talk about it anyway. I almost certainly won't know them, but nonetheless. Enjoyment should be shared. So probably it's going to be quite a neutral colour light, I'd imagine. So we're going to use slightly bluish. It might be too bright. Soft grey, maybe. It's definitely too much. Maybe I'll just do the highlight on, or this strong highlight, we'll only do it on the eyeshadow and stuff like that. Highlights in there, keep them away. I guess this I'm doing well with sharp highlights right now. Gonna be brief, but Lucky Day and David, Foreman's most recent album, really good. Some songs of later amazing. Lucky's album Algorithm is part considered psychedelic soul, which is insane. I see it. Check out Mary. I will, if I remember to. The only song I know is Mary on a Cross. You'll go down just like Bloody Mary, Mariana, Mariana Cross. Go down just like Bloody Mary. You'll go down just like Bloody Mary, Mariana, Mariana Cross. That's strong highlights. Okay, okay. Okay, now let's do soft light. Because this is too harsh a light. going to do the highlights in the areas I actually want the highlights. Which sounds obvious to say, but essentially we're going to cheat a little bit. So I don't want it all the way up here. It's also too yellow. But I do want it on the cheeks. It's not yellow enough on the cheeks. Okay. Let's try a different overlay. Maybe like soft light. Oh, I changed. Oh, whoops. That's meant to be overlay. No, I deleted it. What have I done? Okay. Right, I did this on the wrong layer. Okay, I'm getting confused. I was going to say, I thought I did do soft light. Yeah, maybe do a slightly greenish light. Maybe that'll look better. Soft light is probably too soft here. Nothing is happening. Oh, there we go. Okay, soft light, soft light. Gotta let the songs grow on me more ahead, but last song David's Withered probably gave me most chills. Withered, okay. Mary, Algorithm, and Withered. I will give it a look-see. If I recall. And if I don't recall, then I apologise. Do that. Highlight these areas of a nose. Soft light on this. A little bit of soft light here. I don't want too much. Just enough. Okay. Liner, I do want to soften up. Probably making it... Whoa, that's crazy. No. Like probably a darker green. Maybe darker blue might actually work better. And then I want eye light. Probably want some of this makeup to be, or not to be. No, probably want it to be a bit some more blended in. So darker, I think green might work okay here. But just a bit lighter, the crease. Also back to Angel's intro in the show. If in your filming a commercial, can I suggest you take better advantage of a talented celebrity you have right here? His intro in the show. Oh, that's his intro. I read that as if that was the title of a show, and I was like, that is a crazy title of a show. More power to him. You weren't trying to voice him, remember? Oh, Angel, right. Angel Dust. Okay, I thought you were talking about another artist. that captured your attention recently, not Angel Dust. I can't. That makes more sense. I'm walking here. I'm walking here. If you're filming, no, I can't do it. It's gone. It was okay for a bit, but I've lost it. It's end stream times, which means things which take too much effort. Full stop. Ooh. And keeping a New York accent. New York. Oh, glow is interesting. Wow, that's so bright. Whoa. Just doing a bit of colour balancing, I suppose. There you go. No need to apologise, I misunderstood. Cause I know you're poison, you're feeding me poison. Okay, wonderful. Do I want to make it dreamy like no, I think we'll keep it like that. I think that's okay. Nice, simple one. And then at the top we'd have Fantasia. Probably we'd have it in actual typeface. Probably not band script. What's a fancy looking font? That we have. Fancy but readable. What this is? That's unreadable, but that's very fun. Harrington. Excuse me? Where's my text box gone? I need it to look like clean, you know. I'm not sure quite what vibe I'm trying to look for, but I think this could work. Fantasia. Let's turn down the size of it a little bit. It'd be Fantasia by DeerDarling. I was thinking cursive, but I was actually looking at these adverts I've got on the left, and it seems like these designer brands favour the sort of block text sort of things. So I'm going to go with this one. I want to make it actually slightly bigger, I think. We're not going to have it in the actual thumbnail art because that's going to say April 2024. Well, I guess we could. And then we're going to have handwriting here. Actually, I'm not sure if I want this in white. Actually, I probably do want this in white because I'm thinking from an advert standpoint, you would want it in white, otherwise it's not readable. And then this stuff I want. Like her signature, right? It'd be like by this I want fancy. Dear. Okay, move this up. Oh my gosh, I can't. I can't write anymore. But, oh, that's too much. Something like that. And it'll be like signed. Just underneath, you know? Is it not hard to write over VI? You know, it was just like my own muscle memory there. I actually don't like the look of that. Try it. Let's try it again. I think I want a textured pen, maybe. Because I buy small then. I hate that swoop. What do I want the swoop to look like? Maybe that's cleaner. Okay, I think I can work. Let's sort of pop that down here. Shrink it down a bit. Gonna leave a bit early. See you in a month, sissy. Hopefully not in another month. Hopefully we'll have more than one stream next time. But thank you for coming along. It's okay. This part's a boring part anyway, where we're rounding everything off. I wonder if I can get away with making this part a different colour. Ugh, maybe not that colour. Okay, I think that works pretty well. This looks like a solid fashion advert. Okay, YouTube stream. This is that one. Oh wait, did I save out of the right size? I don't know. Wow, what's going on? Okay, beautiful. Make this a full resolution. Okay, then we turn the text off here. And then we'll do the text up here. Well, this is... I guess we'll just do the same here. April 2025. What do I normally call them here? Oh, week 1 or whatever. Except I was only 1 week in the April streams. I think it works pretty well. This needs to be half size. Boom. You can see that on every ad. every billboard in the big city. In the big city. If in walking here, in filming a commercial, can I suggest you take a better advantage of a talent? It keeps going transatlantic. The better talented celebrity you have right here. You have right here. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Let's bring on, boom, Fantasia. My dear darling, we are now a sponsored stream, sponsored by my own luxury makeup brand. Beautiful. Anyway, I think that's a good as place as any to round off. I think most people are probably sort of petered out here and there, which I think is totally fair. I need to record an Animal Crossing episode. I need to move my drawing tablet, which won't shift. And then we'll see what happens next. So, for now, if you have been watching, thank you very much for coming along, everyone. Hope we can see each other again in the next stream. Whenever it will be, hopefully not in a month's time. Hopefully I'll actually get back to a regular schedule. But until then, I'm going to say bye-bye for now. I also completely missed it. Reminds me of Beastar style. Stop streaming. Thank you for coming along. Wonderful. Oh, that's a fun one. I have a strange fascination with doing like these fake commercial business sort of style things in a world which you would have thought most people would not want them in there, but I don't know. Doing these adverts seems like a silly idea. Okay, wonderful. Bye bye.